Hey y'all, welcome back to Miss Bliss Diaries. This is a safe space where we talk about real life things, raw and uncut, where we are here to heal and help each other. And if this video come across your timeline, it's meant for you, and thank you for watching. You need to finish the rest of this video because we finna talk about some real shit. All right, so get your drink, all right? Get your whatever you do and listen up. There was once a version of you that lived to please what society said you had to be. Okay? You, we, us, we all have to let go of who we thought we had to be to survive in this world. Okay? Maybe the person you thought you had to be is the reason why you are still in survival mode. You know, I thought of that the other day and I'm like, man, that's so true. The person that I think I gotta be for the world, for people, for friends, for family, for car workers, for to work at this job, that's not who I am. And that's probably why I'm still in survival mode. I'm still struggling. I'm still so many other things. Okay? See, when you living a life and you not being truly who you are, but who you feel you need to be, you're not living an authentic life. And it's harder for things to come to you because guess what? You are resisting. You are resisting your truth. So we have to really live in our truth. Okay? We cannot live a life expecting to be accepted, expecting to be validated, expecting to be loved or to feel belong. No. And the truth is, a lot of us are living like that. A lot of us are paid actresses. A lot of us are performers. A lot of us adjust. A lot of us shrink. And I want to get to a level of my life where I'm stepping fully into my power, into my autonomy. And I want you to get there as well. So we all on this journey together where we stepping into who we truly are. But first, we have to become self-aware that we are not just living for ourselves. We living for other people. Okay, we living for what a society of individuals said we had to be to succeed. This is not the way to live. I'm telling you, this is why a lot of people get, and I know I've been mentioning suicide a lot, but this is why a lot of people literally be wanting to off themselves because they're not living in their truth. They're not living an authentic life. You trying to fit in roles that was never even meant for you. But at some point you have to ask yourself, am I living my life or am I living a version of myself that was created for other people? All right. A lot of who we think we are was taught to us. It was bred from family members, aunties, uncles, grandmothers, mothers, dads, cousins. It was bred into us. And at a certain age, you have to get to a point to where you figure out who you truly are and where you stand in this world. The space that you take up and why. That's why I preach my main podcast is grind with a purpose, because I believe that everything that we do, whatever you do to make a living for yourself, it should be a purpose behind that. It should be a part of your purpose. Okay, so we were taught certain things, how to be, how to live, how to make certain decisions. It was bred down and embedded into us. You know, it came from family expectations, society standards, past experiences. You know, we always been told to be strong. It's a time and a place to be strong, and it's a time where you need to explore your vulnerability to get to the next level. All right. Maybe you were told to be perfect. So you became someone who was afraid to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Long as you learn from those mistakes and you don't keep making those same mistakes over and over, it is okay to make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody on this earth right now is perfect, okay? Jesus been gone. You know, maybe you lived a life and you felt like you had to prove yourself. A lot of us, we feel like, me growing up and coming from the hood, a lot of people live a life to where they feel like they have to prove who they are. They have to prove that they got it. They have to prove that they've been there and done. They have to prove certain things. And that's not the way to live. You know, you become someone who overwork yourself, overwork your mind. You overgive and you overextend your hand because you constantly feel like you got to prove yourself to be this to somebody. You're not living in your truth. We got to wake the fuck up. You know, we don't even realize that we're playing a role. Some of us don't even realize that we're playing a role. Like, the world is a stage. Some of us are acting and not even getting paid for it. Wake the fuck up and figure out who you are and what you want to be and why you're here. Okay? When you start questioning everything, that's when your life begins to shift. That's when that grand awakening happens. When you start questioning who you are and everything around you. That's when a lot of things start falling to your wayside, because now you're curious. And see, when you become curious, see, a lot of people, they be curious in life, but they be curious about the wrong things. And those things lead them down to a path of destruction because they curious about the wrong shit. Okay? So you need to refocus your mind and get curious about why you're here and what you supposed to be doing in a space that you need to be taking up in this world. All right? Like, we got to figure it out. Okay? Things that used to feel normal may not feel right to you no more once you wake up. Once that light bulb come on. I never forget when a light bulb came on for me. I feel like with everybody around me. Do you understand me? When that light bulb came on and I got curious about what's really taking